Hey guys, Chris Seiter here, founder of Ex-Boyfriend Recovery, and today we're going to be talking about what you can do if you begged for your ex back. But before we get to the goods, I'd first like to offer you a unique opportunity to stop by our website, www.exboyfriendrecovery.com, and take our Ex Recovery Chances quiz. It's a simple 2-minute quiz designed to help you understand what kind of chance you have of getting your ex back. About half the women that I've personally worked with have begged for their exes back after the breakup. So what I'd like to do for you is put together a nice video to teach you and understand how you should navigate a situation if you find yourself there. So there's a couple of things that you need to first understand if you begged for your ex back. The first thing is relatively simple. It's called the push-pull theory. When women go through breakups, they tend to notice something really interesting happening. You see, there's two types of people in a relationship. There are the pushers and the pullers. Now, the pushers are the people that push their significant others away in relationships. This can be done in a multitude of ways. For example, let's say that you and your ex, during your relationship, always liked to talk. And then one day he comes to you and says, "I'm not in the mood for it." This is a sign that he's pushing you away. And then we have the pullers. Now, you should be pretty familiar with the pullers in relationships because you are one. The mere fact that you're watching this video means that you're trying to pull your ex back in. You see, pullers are people who are trying to keep their significant others closer. And this is where things get really interesting. So what happens when a puller is dating a pusher? Well, breakups tend to happen because the pusher is trying to push the puller away, and the puller is trying to pull the pusher in, and ultimately, eventually, like a rubber band, if it pushes and pulls, it'll snap. Things get even more interesting when you consider the fact that human beings are hardwired to be attracted to pushers. Men especially want what they can't have. And the mere definition of someone who pushes their significant other away means that they can't have them. So let's take a look at your situation. You're here on YouTube watching this video probably because you begged for your ex back or you're interested in getting him back. You're a puller. You're interested in trying to create that close connection again with your ex. Your ex, on the other hand, is a pusher because chances are he broke up with you. And whether your ex realizes this on a real standard level or not, they understand that they are the pusher and you are the puller. That is your ex's perception of you. And that leads us back to the beginning and the purpose of this video. If your ex perceives you as a puller, that is how they're going to perceive you from this point on. You see, perception is everything. So the real key to getting your ex back if you begged is to change your ex's perception of you. Your ex perceives you in a lot of different ways right now. He looks at you like some begging, desperate, needy, crazy ex. That is his perception. So in order to combat that perception, we need to do a certain amount of things to hit on each one of those perceptions. We need to basically acknowledge this is how my ex looks at me and find a way to change that perception. Let's take begging as the example. You begged for your ex back. So how can we change your ex's perception of you of begging? Because chances are he thinks, okay, maybe she stopped begging right now, but she's going to continue to do it. Well, the fix right here is pretty simple. Stop begging. That's why we institute a no contact rule. But what if he views you as desperate? The fact that you and him just have to be together. How do we overcome that perception? Well, that's when it's a good idea to start going on some dates with other men. You see, right now your ex thinks that you're super desperate for him. So if he sees you with other men, that perception is correctly combated. But what if your ex thinks you are super needy? Well, overcoming this is actually a lot easier than you think. If your ex thinks you are needy, show him indifference. Well, what if he thinks you're crazy? Be calm. All right, fine, I got one for you. What if he thinks you're obsessive? Well, if he thinks you're obsessive, then it's time to show him the changes you've made without telling him. You see, it's more impactful if your ex sees changes from his own perspective rather than having you say, hey, look, I'm different now. Hey guys, thank you so much for getting to the end of this video. I really appreciate everything that you've done for me. If I could ask one more little tiny thing, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. We're trying to come out with daily videos in which we teach you what you need to do to navigate this breakup. Also, if you haven't already, go to our website and check out www.exboyfriendrecovery.com. We've got tons of free, awesome articles there talking about this stuff in a lot more in-depth manner. And also we have lots of little quizzes to tell you, what kind of chance you have of getting your ex back. So thank you so much for getting to the end of this video. I'll see you next time.